Hello and welcome to our weekly live show. I hope you are having a great Thursday. We are almost halfway through April. It's crazy how time is flying by, and we are getting ready to now in the second quarter of the year, really looking at all of the things that we are doing in our businesses, in our lives. I'm super grateful to have you here joining me. Just let me know where are you joining me from today. If you're watching me live, say hello in the comments. Today is really a very exciting topic that I'm going to be sharing some nuggets and strategies on really perspective on building wealth as a musician, really entrepreneur, not just a musician, but exploring the ways in which we can apply our creativity, our innovation that comes naturally as a byproduct of what we do, and really translate that into building wealth and creating financial opportunities for us to really create unlimited potential in our lives, in the time that we get to spend with our families, in our goals that we get to set up. So very excited about today's topic because honestly, wealth is such an important foundation for everything else we want to build in our lives. Even if we have charitable goals, if we want to build a foundation, if we want to be able to create scholarship opportunities, if we want to be able to address any population in particular that has specific needs that we may want to help turn things around for, we can't do that if we don't have the wealth foundation, the wealth stability that allows us to create not only for ourselves, but eventually to turn around and help others, right? So let me know what wealth means to you. What does wealth mean to you as we go into this topic? And if you're new to my world, welcome. My name is Fabiana Claure. I am a pianist and a business strategist for musicians. And I'm the founder and CEO of the Musicians Profit Umbrella, a global business mentorship organization that helps musicians and creatives build, grow, and scale their businesses online. Our passion is really helping musicians shift from being overworked, underpaid, burned out, trading time for money in the way you work, and really shifting that into creating a life of abundance, a life of freedom, especially freedom. Because when you can control the way you work, you can control the type of people you get to serve, when you can control the prices you get to use and establish in your services, then you can create unlimited potentials for growth in every area of your life, right? And so that's the jam. That's our specialty. That's what my team and I focus day in and day out and really creating for people in our community, for our clients, and really trying to spread this as a movement and a mission to change the paradigm of what musicians have long thought was their destiny in choosing this beautiful career, right? We are ditching away the notion of the starving artist and really helping you become the empowered musician entrepreneur. So say hello in the comments. Let me know where are you watching me from. And what comes to mind when you think of the word wealth, right? What comes to mind when you think of what does it take to build wealth and why is wealth important? Why is wealth valuable? And so I want to just, first of all, start focusing on the idea that for you to create more abundance in your life, for you to build the wealth that you want, the solution does not necessarily mean you need to work harder and you need to do more things. It's actually the opposite. When you start working from a place of alignment and you create this flow in the way you work and the way you serve, and you understand how to capitalize your gifts, your expertise in a way that solves a problem for your ideal clients, that's the secret of building wealth, is being able to solve problems for others and to allow your perspective, your background, your lens, your story even become the pathway for your potential clients or your clients to create transformation in their lives, right? Oftentimes we don't realize we have incredible knowledge. We have so much to offer as human beings. It can get so busy sometimes and we can get so overwhelmed. If you ever feel that you see what others are doing and you're feeling like, how could I possibly do something different or innovative or really set myself apart when it seems like everyone around me is doing so many things that are already amazing, right? Tell me if this resonates with you. If you sometimes feel that you are dealing with the so-called imposter syndrome of like, why me? What else could I do that isn't already being served, that people aren't already getting taken care of, right? So the idea in this training is really helping you, first of all, acknowledge that the only thing you need to start building incredible wealth in your business is a true understanding that you have something to offer. That's the first realization. even if you may still want to develop skills, even if you may still want to be growing and learning about things in life, even if you feel that you're not quite where you want to be, this does not mean that you have to wait until someone else gives you their approval, until someone else tells you, that you're able to, that you're worthy, that you deserve, or until you win a prize or you get a degree. There is nothing that you need to do right now to start creating wealth. As long as you're willing to tap, nothing stops you from creating wealth. As long as you're willing to tap into your unique skills, your gifts, and look at what problems you can solve with that, that's the first step. It's honestly as simple as that. If you have a background and an expertise and a knowledge on how to solve a problem that really matters for your ideal clients, right? It really has to be a problem that matters. It cannot just be a superficial, light thing, right? If you're fixing small problems that are not really deep, then chances are people are not going to value the solution enough because the problems aren't deep enough, right? So it starts in really assessing, what are some of the problems that your ideal clients are tapping into right now and are trying to solve, and what's missing right now? What's missing that they're not getting? Maybe they're even looking for solutions. Maybe they've even bought other solutions, other programs, other offers, but yet they're not getting results because they're going about it the wrong way. Something is missing. If you can identify what that missing element is, and you can create a better alternative for your potential clients, then that is all you need to be able to start building a way to serve, building a solution in any way that you can. Today's topic isn't really to discuss like what type of solution. It's more about giving you these foundational principles for you to start realizing that you already have the wealth in you. You have all of the knowledge. You have the expertise. You've already probably struggled with things in your life, right? So all we're doing here now is making you aware that until you start offering that to people and creating solutions out of that experience, you will always struggle. You will be stuck and you will feel that there's a limit to your ability to create wealth because you're trying to simply, respond to what life is kind of throwing at you and just taking this little gig or that little thing and just kind of going with whatever comes at you instead of you declaring that you want to decide, create, and attract people into your world based on your intentionality, right? So it's about starting this perspective of like creating the intention to say, I do have something valuable to offer, right? I have this knowledge, I have this expertise. I've learned all of this throughout my life. And I see that there are people right now that don't know this. They are missing this information and they're struggling because they don't know how to do this thing, right? And once you get to that point, then you can say, okay, how do I now position this as something that can really, become that ultimate solution, right? But here's the thing. When you think about building wealth, this is just the foundational step. It's like asking yourself, am I ready to own my worthiness? Am I ready to say, yes, I can do things for others. I can help. And then the next step is saying, what do I want my wealth to help me do? What is the goal of this solution? What is the goal of me creating wealth? Why do I want to have wealth? And if you're watching me live, which I know some of you are, I can see you, share with me in your chat. I want this to be a conversation. Why does wealth matter to you? What do you know and believe wealth will allow you to achieve that you're not getting right now, at least at the way you want it to? Right? It's being very clear, even beyond thinking of just a number, so to speak. This goes so beyond you just saying, I want to make $100,000 or $1 million. Like it's why, right? When you're clear on the why behind the wealth that you are setting out to create, that allows you to push through the moments when things get tough, which they will. And it's an inevitable part of this process, right? When you're able to quantify the why of your wealth, the reasons why you want to build this wealth, whether it's to nourish yourself, build your financial stability, create a legacy with your family, create a bigger impact in those around you, in your community, in a specific group of people. Why is wealth important for you? Really coming to 100% clarity on that, right? And then when you think about this solution that you want to create to provide wealth, because that's how you will create wealth. You will create wealth when you have a solution to a problem that is important enough that people will be willing to pay for it, right? Obviously, you need to know how to position yourself. You need to know how to communicate your marketing, strategies and message. You need to know how to strategically design your offer. Obviously, all of those things are very, very important. But the number one thing is starting with you just realizing that you are enough. You are enough. And yes, as you grow, as you evolve, you may develop better skills and you may say, hey, now I can add this other part of my experience into this. Now I can do this other thing. But right now, right here, right now, you are enough and you can build a solution that's going to create a tangible result for a potential client or for your clients. And if you already are delivering amazing services, you may have like something that you're already working with your clients on, whether you're teaching them how to learn music, whether you're teaching them about performance anxiety, whether you're working, running your own school, your studio, whether you have a team and other people that are working with you. No matter where you are, at the end of the day, the process is no different. If your solution is important enough for people to want to invest in themselves and acquire your knowledge to fix those problems, you will be able to create wealth. You will have a pathway for wealth. And that's the beautiful part about this training, is that oftentimes we can see this idea of wealth as something that it's like only reserved for the few, for some people who are able to access it. It's this elusive idea that is kind of like unattainable. And we think we have to be very sophisticated or we have to work really, really hard to get it. And we don't realize that wealth is in you already. Wealth is in you already when you are clear about what you have to offer, when you are clear about what matters to you, when you are clear about the vision of the life that you want to live as a result of the wealth that you are building. When you're clear, people understand that. They feel your energy and they're able to enroll in your vision, to support you, to buy from you, to recommend you to others. They become your greatest fans because your clarity is inspiring, right? It's something that gets people riled up, right? So this is a very important part of this. If you are finding that right now you're going through life and you are unclear of what type of wealth you want to create, of why you want to build that wealth, of the way in which you can build that wealth, then I have a very special invitation for you. A week from today, I'm going to be presenting a half-day strategy discovery workshop where I'm going to be walking you through some of the key elements to start optimizing your business. This is really geared towards musicians who already have an online business and are looking to maybe scale that more efficiently and find better ways to reorganize their time so that they're not having to work as many hours in the day and still not get to the financial goals that they want. This is a very, very specific training that I'm going to be presenting to help those who have reached an initial baseline of success. They may have some few clients that they're working with, but they're just feeling stuck, right? You're just feeling stuck. You've lost your momentum. Maybe you've fallen out of love with your business, as I like to say, altogether. And you're just ready to say, how can I re-engineer the way I work? How can I recreate my schedule? How can I realign my priorities and build wealth without having to be sacrificing my quality of life, without having to be burning myself out, right? So this is a link where you can sign up and reserve your free spot if you are a musician that is right now looking to scale and optimize your online music business. This training is going to be really, really helpful for you because I'm going to be presenting some of the key strategies on how you can start working smarter, not harder, how you can start creating systems that allow you to build the wealth without having to be doing all of the different things in your business. And what are some of the strategies to start creating a life where you're no longer having to trade time for money as much, and you're able to really align your goals with your actions, right? With what you want in your life. So you go to fabianaclaure.com/discovery. And if this is you, if you are a musician in this stage in your business right now, in your life, I want to invite you to join me because this is going to help you start taking the first steps in aligning your life to be able to build wealth from a place of balance instead of burnout. Who's ready for balance? Who's ready for alignment? Let me know in the chats if this resonates with you, if you're ready for balance, for alignment. Yes, you want to grow, but you don't want to do it at the expense of your quality of life. And if right now you find that in the way you're running your business, you're working with your students online, you're serving them, you're doing the best that you can, but you're ending the day exhausted, burned out, you're not yet being able to spend enough time with your family like you want to. Maybe you're not even taking care of yourself physically. you're not exercising, you're just so consumed by running your online music business, then this event, this particular event, is for you. It's happening next Friday, and it's going to be a great immersive opportunity for us to have like a full 4-hour day and just diving into how you can optimize your music business to scale in a way that has a lot more simplicity to it. So thank you for watching today's training. Let me know what was your key takeaway, and I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Thanks, everyone. Let's prosper together.